A World War II veteran from Arkansas honored today in the nation's capital. Washington correspondent Drew Petron reports on his story of sacrifice that left a fellow veteran very grateful. Drew's in Washington. Drew, good to see you. Looking forward to the story.
Hey, Bob, you know they say that the people who fought during World War II are part of the greatest generation. And if you have any questions about why, well, you're about to find out. It was February 1945. A crew of soldiers from the Army Air Corps were flying back to base after a bombing raid over Germany when their damaged B-17 went down in open water.
That was February in the North Sea. It's ice water.
Edward Field was the last man out of the plane, and one of the two lifeboats had failed.
There was no room. They were afraid to let me on because it would capsize. Everybody would be in the water.
Soon, Field became numb and struggled to hold on. That's when a 19-year-old from Hot Springs, Arkansas, who Field barely knew, did something heroic.
Jack Cook got out of the raft and gave me his place.
I rise today to honor the life of Sergeant Jack Coleman Cook of Hot Springs, Arkansas.
On Wednesday, Congressman Bruce Westerman told Cook's story on the House floor.
He selflessly gave his life for his fellow man, and for this, we remember him more than 70 years later.
The story sat idle until Field emailed Cindy Bryant. She's part of an organization that searches military history to identify unsung heroes.
Jack really needed to be honored for what he did.
Bryant located some relatives in Arkansas that have passed away, but that's about it. She found no pictures. There are two men in this photo Field cannot identify, but he can't say for sure if one is Cook.
It's just gone.
But he will never forget Cook's bravery and sacrifice.
I had a wonderful life, and he made it. It's because of him.
Now, Cook may be eligible for some posthumous awards, but the application requires the blessing of a living relative. So far, Brian and her researchers have not been able to find one. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Drew Petron, KARK 4 News.
Hopefully we'll